The sale isn't made once the money is collected. The sale is made once the customer who bought the thing experiences the result that the salesperson promised. One of the biggest complaints that meeting planners have, speaking specifically about speakers for a second, is that the speaker didn't give us anything actionable. And one of the biggest requests and the things that they'll say when they're looking to hire a speaker and pay, real money is going like, we need action steps. People say that a lot. It's also a very common complaint that readers have and video course customers have, is that they take the time to go through this experience and they're like, what do I do? Right? So like, that was enjoyable. Okay. Like the time that I spent was good. It was fine, and maybe I got some things, but like, what do I do now? And that's what people really need help with, is they need help taking action. They really, really do. And that's what the reason that we have the behavior drivers, right? So we've been talking about this is obviously the way the whole formula works is we're going to tell a story, we're going to make a point, we're going to teach a framework, and now we're going to give them a behavior, give them something to do. We're going to explicitly spell this out, right? And now we're talking about this behavior line specifically. So why do we need behavior drivers? First of all, this is how you change lives. At the end of the day, we got to go, does our stuff actually work? Is what we're doing actually helpful to the people who are consuming our information? And that is really, really important. So that's how we change lives. Number two, it's great marketing. Like, it is great marketing. Think about that for a second. The most powerful marketing in the world is a changed life. The most powerful marketing in the world is a changed life. I think most of you know this. Like, Brand Builders lives and dies by the referrals of our customers, so much that we pay our customers for it. And so we can't just pay money. Like, we have to have people say, we had a great experience. So that is what the way the whole business survives. Well, that's a great thing, I think, to aspire to, and is to realize. And too many people are so money focused that they think that like the sale stops once they collect the money. And it's like, no, the sale isn't made once the money is collected. The sale is made once the customer who bought the thing experiences the result that the salesperson promised. We'll talk more about that in Pressure-Free Persuasion specifically. We also talk about that in the 8-Figure Entrepreneur when we talk about the relationship between marketing, customer service, and sales, which is really important. But for now, it's just going like, yeah, I want to give people stuff that works. I want someone to go through this and be like, this was amazing, and I know what to do. The other thing is that it shows evidence of you. Behavior drivers show evidence of you. I'm convinced that one of the reasons why the Take the Stairs book sells so well is because people will be in an airport or a mall or something with their friends and their family, and they will literally take the stairs. And everyone will look at them and say, why are you taking the stairs? And they will say, oh, it's this silly book I read one time, or the speaker I thought. And that is part of why it's so like it perpetuates, because it's a change in behavior. and it's evidence. Like, one of the things we want to do is we want you to have evidence of us in your life. Right? Like, we want people to think, it made me so happy one time. I actually went to Lewis House, to their office, to their headquarters. This was when I was recording another interview with them, and it was a few months after we had done work with him the first time, and on Matt is like his best friend, and basically like the COO. He runs all the operations. On Matt's wall, they had a shared office. Matt and Lewis is a giant printout of the yes/no list exercise that we go through in the brand DNA experience, and that was so exciting to me because that's what you want. Is you want people to have they see their vision board and they go, oh, that's what I learned from so and so, or they have these habits, these routines that they do every single day, and it makes them think of you. That's a really great thing, and that's something that we're aspiring for. It turns your customers into your sales force. This is one of the major components. This single idea is the major pillar point of the customer service component of 8-Figure Entrepreneur, is to turn your customer force into your sales force. The idea that every single person you work with now becomes a part of the people advancing your story. Your company should always grow if that's the case, because as long as you're adding new customers and they're all having a great experience, and then they're out there telling other people, you're always going to grow. You're always going to grow.